Sonny, Joey, 500. Got some goats in the building. Get ready for a shakedown.
Prepare for a shakedown. We from Philly where they clap like huddles when they break down. Get ready for a shakedown. We underdogs, my guy. Kinda used to all the hate now. Prepare for it, man. Y'all get it. My QB got swag. My wideout is award winning. This fly was fly. Joey and 500. Like and subscribe. Yeah. Here's a quote you can sing back. Shake squad up and don't be a dingbat. It's a shakedown.
Don't you frown. Here comes the shakedown.
Let's go.
You're by the way, King Dingbat here, and welcome to the Philly Shakedown episode X. We don't know what it is, but it is post-draft time. JoeyShakes, my man, what's going on?
Not much, man. I am. It was a crazy few days. You know, the draft is done, and we're just getting ready for more.
Dude, that was crazy. I mean, we did Thursday, we did Friday, we did Saturday, and Saturday was like over 5 hours. Then I had to do a bunch of videos, a bunch of edit. I was like, started like 9 in the morning and finished about 11:30 at night. It was crazy, but it was so worth it. And to all those that are listening, let me thank you guys for joining us, for hanging out with us during that stream, man. It's like,
oh yeah, it was,
you know, it feels like you guys are right in the room with us. So we appreciate it, man, and you guys mean a lot to us, and we thank you. You know, we know we could be goofy and dingbats and crazy, but we're real people, and that's the way it is, man.
Shit.
So what's going on, everybody in the chat? I see we got 329 people here already. Holy crap! Chase, what's up? Clark Roberts, Ryan, Young Gang, Chris, Nigel, Zay Boogie, what's going on? HT, Tin Man, man, everybody's in here. Clark Roberts, Michael, Alicia, I can't keep up with all you guys, but we love you. We love you.
Love you guys.
So let's start off with this, man. Overall thoughts on the draft. Give it to me.
Oh, it was the best draft, hands down. A+ draft. Howie Roseman just pulled it off in years. I mean, this was a draft. I mean, we went into this offseason into free agency with a very underwhelming free agency, and we kind of had somewhat of a plan that we thought was going to be right, but Eagles went the total opposite, went defense more than offense going to this draft, and they made some big surprising moves, and not only for the short term, but for the long term as well. So,
yeah. I mean, we both suspected that Jordan Davis was going to be the pick. And like I said, that we would trade up for him, and we did. My mock, I had them trading up to 13 to get him. They did, and then I was saying all along that, in my opinion, that they needed to trade for AJ Brown. Now, to me, this is what makes the draft, in my opinion, because you're getting a guy who's as old as some of the players in this draft. Okay, and he's already established himself in the NFL, and this offense got significantly better, you know, and it was a smart move. A lot of people said, nah, they're not going to spend the money, but it just makes sense. And we pushed it all season, and how he did it. So I think A++, man.
Oh, yeah. Even with that A.J. Brown trade, like, it's like you only gave up a third. You gave up a third. You gave him a new contract. Doesn't even count for this year. You have him, what, $4 to $6 million cap hit, whatever it is. But look at what, you saw, like, Tyreek Hill when he got signed. The Dolphins gave up a first, second, a couple fourth-round picks. They paid him, over 30 plus, and he's 28. You gave up a third-round pick for a 24-year-old receiver that is here for the long term for Jalen Hurts, if he's still here. So
absolutely. No, Troy Singleton says, love it. Definitely A+ draft. Howie killed this draft without a doubt. I totally agree. And let me take 1 second here. I want to say something to somebody if they're still in the chat. Just call me Flair. If you're here, I thought I saw you. Yeah. I just want to apologize to you because I was supposed to send that video for your mom on her birthday, and I filmed it and I didn't send it. And then it was late, and I realized it was already past the birthday. So I redid a video, and I sent it late. But I just want to apologize. I felt really bad about that, man. So I apologize, and I hope your mother I hope she had a great birthday, man. I really do. I really do. Birthday, man. Yeah. Now in the second round, they take Cam Jurgens. A lot of people didn't like that pick. I liked the pick. I had no problem with it. You had no problem with it. It just made a lot of sense. But what makes that pick even better was Nakobe Dean. Like, dude, that could be the steal of the draft. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this is like the 16th overall best player in this draft. I mean, top 15 at least, because I think he has so much more to bring to the table. But this guy is a leader. He's a dog. He's relentless. This is the DK Metcalf of this draft, because he is going to make teams pay for passing on him, especially we don't know what's going on with the rumor, with spreading this false rumor that apparently he's already healthy with this pectoral injury.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's weird. The whole thing's weird, and it just sounds like there was somebody was doing something wrong. They were putting out misinformation for whatever reason, trying to get him to drop. They cost him a lot of money. And you could tell in his face, dude, like he's motivated, dude. He's ready. I'm excited about that. We haven't had a linebacker with that upside in a long time, man.
Yes.
You know, Tronic says the NFC East, except the Cowboys, got a whole lot better. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree. Yeah. Brad Wright says, please let Mark know Fletcher Cox is still an Eagle and Dean will be healthy soon. He keeps throwing that in all his videos. I will. He's very mad at me right now because I keep sending him Jordan Davis pictures like I was doing to Joey. So he keeps flipping out. Yeah, pause. I like him. That's right. And then the one thing you could say that was a little different about this draft was that in the third day, the Eagles only had 2 picks. Usually the Eagles seem like they have 4, 5, 6 picks in the late rounds, but they didn't. But they took what was his name? Carrion. Was it Kyron Johnson? Yeah. I have to go watch stuff of him, but from what it looks like he's got a lot of upside, man. From everything I was reading,
Yeah. He's got 4.37 speed. I mean, even against Trevor Penning at the Senior Bowl. I mean, and who's the 19th overall pick taken, and he was he's got a nice quick step. He's got a nice first step now. I think he could play from a linebacker hybrid defensive end. Could be a nice rotational defensive end piece for us for the future. So I see why the Eagles definitely moved up for him.
Yeah. South Jersey, L official page. It says, "Hey, I enjoy you guys. Thank you. We appreciate
Thank you so much.
It means a lot to us." Andrew, my man, he says, "Guys, have you seen a film on Britton Covey?" Yeah, I forget the house name. What an amazing athlete moves. He doesn't hesitate on the ball. His hands, check him out. Yeah, I watched a little bit of his tape. Looks like he's got some return skill too.
Yeah, I've seen him in special teams, and I think being a slot receiver too. I haven't went too much into him yet, but I'm excited to watch more on him.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on the safety, the Calcaterra pick, the 7th? Because at first we were like, what happened here? But when you go and watch the kid, dude, he's very, very talented.
Yeah, no, he reminds me of Travis Kelce in a lot of ways. He's got that physicality. He has really good catchability. I mean, he can catch almost anything. And I'm starting to see, like, does this kid actually have something? I mean, look at it. When you have J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, can he actually block defensive ends and linebackers? You have Tyree Jackson coming off an ACL. You have Jack Stahl, that's mostly a blocking tight end. I mean, could he actually be the number 2 tight end? Seems like the Eagles like him a lot. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah. What did I say something wrong? I said the C word by accident.
You did.
I did? Well,
you
sorry,
did. That's why I laughed.
It was an accident. You got to tell me when I say these things.
I don't know.
I guess my mind's on matrimonial duties tonight. I don't know. South Jersey says we need the honey badger and we will be great. Yeah, we're going to definitely talk about honey badger because it's going to be interesting. Now, what did you think about the undrafted free agent signings? Carson Strong, who I really thought they were going to take in that 7th round. He goes to Philly, man. What do you think?
The guy, look, the one thing I think about when he's coming here is that he's going to give our guys good looks with that arm that he has. He can throw 80 to 90 yards like it's absolutely nothing. It's really just him climbing the pocket and being more consistent on the standard throws and the deep ball as well. He had knee surgery in the past and he's had some lower body injuries. So, look, I think it's a good pickup. It might be a camp arm at the end of the day. People are like starting to think, is this going to be, what if he plays really well or whatever? He'll most likely be a camp arm if that's the case. Or if he plays good in preseason, another team might want to pick him up. Who knows? But I think it's a good signing. It's not a bad signing. So.
No, I mean, I know Nitro's like he thinks he's going to be the future quarterback and all this stuff. You know, I mean, he's a developmental guy. You know,
Right.
You don't know what you're going to get, but he has a big arm though. You know, he definitely does. You know, there's some other guys. I'll tell you one guy I really liked, the Kennedy Brooks, the running back from Oklahoma. I think that's a steal of a signing, dude. You know.
Yeah, I haven't looked at Kenny, bro. I've looked at obviously the two corners that we're definitely going to talk about. But so, what does Kenny Brooks bring to the table that you like so much? I haven't went over him yet.
He's a big physical back. I mean, and I think with this offensive line, I think he's got a chance to make this team. I really do. I think he's going to be pretty good. And then of course they had Mario Goodrich. He got paid more money to come to Philly than late round picks we're getting, dude.
How was he not drafted? How was he not drafted?
I don't know. But that's a steal. That's definitely a steal. And we got over 540 people in the chat.
Wow.
If you're new to the channel, make sure you guys like, subscribe, click the link in the description. So about my man Joey Shakes, the better half of the Philly Shakedown podcast. Black Mamba, he says, how do you feel about Josh Joby?
He plays safety and corner, so he can move around. He's a ball hawk. He gets his hands into receiver. His coverage is really good. This is another guy where if they, you know, depending if they could pick, you know, Tyrann Mathieu up or not, this might be an option unless they, you know, care about, you know, having Kevon Wallace or Marcus Epps to be that, you know, that moving up to that starting safety spot. So I like his coverage. He ran I think he ran I don't know what he ran actually. I think he's 5'11", 182 pounds. So he's not, you know, not small, not too big, but but you know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look, those guys are nice. I think they're great guys to have as undrafted free agents, but you don't know who's going to make the team. I still think they have a gaping hole at that corner spot and at that safety spot that you can't trust the undrafted free agents are going to come in and fill. So I got to think the Eagles are still have moves to make. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, they do.
HT, man, thank you for the super chat, my man. He says, so I want to pick up Nick Foles and trade Minshew. Man, I don't know. Do you think Foles would make it harder for Hurts to work or what?
I don't think it matters, to be honest. Whoever comes in here, I don't think it matters. No, I don't think so.
Yeah. HT, man, thank you for super chat, man. Appreciate you. I just think that from a fan's perspective, if Foles came in, the moment Hurts throws one incomplete pass, people want the Foles. So to me, I just think it makes it harder for Hurts to work, in my opinion. You know, he's got to block out more stuff.
Yeah,
Money says Job is decent. He got beat a lot in Alabama. It'll be interesting to see what he does with the Eagles. VJ, man, thank you so much for super chat. He says, has Howie redeemed himself? Well, this is a question I've been asking myself all weekend. I say one more. Give me one more good draft. But Howie did a great job. I thought they nailed this draft as good as you can. You know, as good as you could judge it this early on, because really we won't know for 3-4 years. You know, if these guys are all busts, then we're going to say no. So we'll have to see. But it looks promising. I'll say that. You know.
Yeah. From the pre-draft visits to the draft and now the undrafted free agents, I think he did a really good job. I think he really brought some valuable pieces here. And he was aggressive. I think that was the number one thing. He wasn't afraid to trade for A.J. Brown. He wasn't afraid to move up and give away, 4 picks for Jordan Davis. You know what I mean? So totally get it.
Yeah. Justin Skinner, man, thank you for being here. Hurts isn't mentally soft as Wentz. Yeah, I agree with that. I totally agree with
landslide.
That. Yeah. Jeremiah says, give me 3 more good drafts. I think if he has one more really good draft, if this is a good draft and then next year's a good draft, I'm in, dude. You know, I'm in. I'll give it to him. Gio says, really, no way he's gonna beat this draft. No way. He doesn't have to beat the draft. Just have a good draft.
Right.
It doesn't have to be better than this one. Just have a good draft. You know. HT, thank you for super chat again, man. Says Foles is just a backup. Why not? Hurts is the guy. I mean, it's true. Look, I'm not totally opposed to it. If Hurts is good with it, I'm good with it. You know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Cryptologist says, "Oh my God, 500. Really, Foles is amazing. Hurts stinks. Bridge quarterback, college running back, pretending to be a quarterback. Come on, Super Bowl champs versus bridge quarterback. No comparison." This is Cryptologist makes my point. This is how it's going to be day one if Foles comes back, which puts a lot on Hurts, you know?
Right.
If Foles was to come in, I think it doesn't bother Hurts. He's mentally tough. He's a leader. Yeah, you might be right. You know? Jordan Davis is going to be as good as Warren Sapp, James says. Hey, if that's the case, that's a great pick. It. Yeah. Keon Jordan says, "What was the odds of us drafting a player named Carson?" That's a good point. Or Jordan.
Or Jalen.
We got a lot of Jordans too, right? And Jalen. You know, speaking of Jalen, what's the deal with Rager? Like, is he on the? Can he seek a trade or not?
Howie said in his press conference he's going to be here, but it's funny, he deleted all his stuff on Instagram after the AJ Brown trade, and then he puts up a picture of himself lifting weights at NovaCare Complex with his tweets shut off. You can't even reply to it. What is with this guy? What is with him?
Yeah, I don't know. Sue Blaze, man, thank you for the super chat. He says Foles separates the fan base. We don't need that. You will definitely separate the fan base. There's no question.
Agreed.
I think Hurts is mentally tough, and I think he could handle it. But why put it on him? But why put the pressure? For us, for like me streaming a game or you streaming a game, as soon as that incompletion comes, that you know that what they're calling for, you know?
Yeah.
Tyler, he says, "Hey, just saying, the last time we won a Super Bowl, we had a hurt, quote, Carson. Let's do it again." So what do we got to do? Like hurt Carson strong? That'd be. Andrew says, "I love the draft by Howie this year, but the trade up for Davis literally gutted the middle rounds of the Eagles draft. Eagles did not select for over 100 players a long time." Listen, yeah, that's true. But what player in this draft, in those middle rounds, or have the chance to be as good as him? I think it's important, you know.
Agreed.
I think it was important to do. LT says Rager's special teams, let him run downfield and tackle a few guys. I know, but you're paying a lot of money for a guy just to do that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. International, my man, what's going on? He says Jordan Davis is going to be the cooler alternate Eagles version of Too Tall Jones, Super Bowl winning defensive lineman for the Cowgirls. Hey, listen, if that's what we get out of him, I'm
on board.
Yeah. Is Carson Strong hurt? I didn't know he was hurt. Junior, what's going on, man? I love you too. Kirk says, "I can only think why Rager changed his social media is to have a fresh start and focus on being a better player this year with the Eagles." Perhaps.
That could be it.
Perhaps. But I wonder though, like what are the what are the plans for him? Like, do they see him as the third receiver? Because I don't see him as the third receiver. I don't see him as the fourth receiver. Do you?
No, because Greg Ward, I think, is already better than him, and they could put him in there. So
Greg Ward is better than him. Jordan, Zach Pascal's there.
Hightower, that's hurt, is better than him.
I don't want him starting over Quez Watkins. I don't want him over Pascal. So, like, I don't know, man. I think he's going to get – I think something's going to happen.
You can't put any value into these scrimmages you're going to have this year. You got 3 preseason games. That's it. You can't put there's no tackling the quarterback. These quarterbacks can make every throw. It makes no sense to put too much into these scrimmages. They should play these guys in preseason. It's all about competition, dude.
I hope they play them. Yeah.
They got it.
D. Hart Williams, thank you for the super sticker, my man. Shout out to you, man. Appreciate you. All respect. Why give up a quality backup in Minshew for Foles, who's with the Bears practice squad? Make it make sense. Foles is a Philly legend. A lot of people did not want him to go. They wanted to keep him and move Carson. So I think you get a lot of people who would love to see him come back, and I totally get it. I totally get it. And I'm not opposed. It's like, but what are you going to do with Minshew? You have to trade Minshew then. And what are you going to get for him? Minshew's making $900,000 this year. He's cheap for a backup quarterback, you know?
True.
HT, man, thank you so much for the super chat. He says, as a diehard Eagles fan who had his dues in Dallas, we as a fan base need to grow up. Hurts is the guy. Foles will mentor him. Stop the hate. He is 33. We don't hate. We don't hate Foles.
No.
We love Foles. I think Foles is a legend. I think he's such a legend that, I just don't want to deal with the play Foles, start Foles. He had a bad first quarter. Get him out of the game. Like, oh my gosh, it's going to be all over the place. I don't know what this is. Close deals. Honey Badger close to a deal with the Saints. How we need to go close a deal? We can seriously be contenders. I mean, I haven't. Have you seen anything saying that the deal was close?
No, I didn't say.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. No, you're good. You're good.
No, I was going to say I heard that they're pursuing him harder.
That's it.
But yeah. But I hope he doesn't go there. We need the Saints to lose. We need them to lose. We got their first round pick,
Mm-hmm.
Troy Singleton says, I live in Georgia and I watch a lot of Georgia football. Dean is a leader and Beast. Philadelphia will fall in love with him. He's another Dawkins. I love it. I mean, I'm super excited about that pick.
True that.
Troll King Trail says, I wanted to keep Nick over Carson, but I'm glad we didn't. Carson turned into AJ Brown. That's true. That trade did turn into AJ Brown. That's a good point. D. Hart Williams, man, thank you for super chatting. He says, no thank you for making this awesome Eagles weekend. Oh man,
thanks.
Oh, we appreciate that, man. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. A lot of good clips, a lot of good intros and stuff coming for that. And I just think, like, dude, I don't know, man. I think that people are ready for football. Like, Eagle fans are pumped, and they should be. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, definitely ready.
Keon Jordan, he says Rager needs to take his panties off and ball out and show up. Agreed. Eagles Clip says it's not happening. Either way, Howie knows better. We shall see. Jeremiah Butler says, hit that like. Thank you, my man. Appreciate you. Hey, LT, my man. Shout out to you, man. Thank you for super chat. Says 500 Joey. Is there cause for concern with Davis playing weight? Should get down to 25 pounds, or in our system, he is just fine at 340, 350 run stuffer. No, I think he needs to be at least like 325, 330. And actually, we talked about that draft night. He needs to go down. He probably needs to lose some weight. He even said that he wants to be about 330, 325.
Makes
so
sense.
He even knows it. They said he was like 360 during the national championship game. Got down 20 pounds for the combine. And he was, he did all that, and he was still 20 pounds from where he wants to play.
Well, people are questioning, like, why didn't he drop weight sooner? Why? Because it's the combine he dropped weight and couldn't drop weight when he was with Georgia, even before the ST championship game.
Yeah.
If he had, you know what I mean? So
no, why don't I see D Hart's super chat? I don't see it here. D Hart. No, it's not. Oh, here it is. No, I missed it. I read this one, D Hart. I read it. I read it. Thank you for super chat. He said, no, thank you for making this an awesome Eagles weekend.
Okay.
Thank you, my man. I did read it. I did read it earlier. But thank you. Yeah, it's crazy, right? JJ and Daddy says only team draft class was ass was the Cowboys. They were not happy. Ready for a face mask and Embiid? Yeah. But he's out tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
I Shine 101, man. Thank you for super chat. He says Saints drafted a safety, Alontae Taylor, in the second round. I feel the Eagles got a chance regardless of the rumors. Honey Badger needs to come to the link. I agree. If they could get Honey Badger and then get somebody that could just like a bridge corner, man, they could be scary.
Mm-hmm.
I really think they can win this division. I do.
Oh, definitely.
Tim Parker, he says, 8500 Joey, you guys made this weekend awesome. Biggest fan in Vancouver, Canada. Shout out to you, man. Thank you so much, man. Listen, man, you guys make it because, if it's just me, Joey, talking to ourselves, I don't know.
We'll go out of our mind.
You guys make it with the funny stuff. And where's Easy Money, by the way? You got to tell everybody what Easy Money's doing now. Easy Money. Easy Money is the man. Get this. Okay, you talk.
Oh, Jose.
I set it up.
All right. You want me to say this?
Yeah. Say it, then I'll
All
read
right.
your super chat.
All right, Say Boogie with the super chat. It says, Philly and Joey, got a question for you guys. I know it's too early to tell, but going into next year's draft, what would you draft in the first 2 rounds if Jalen Hurts is the guy or isn't the guy?
Right off the top of my head, I still think you need another edge rusher.
Yes.
So I would say edge rusher and a corner or safety. So, one of those. And if, it just depends what's there and how the board stacks up. If there's a safety in a corner that's better, take the best player. But I think safety, corner, defensive end are still needs.
Yeah. Now, if he isn't the guy and you have quarterbacks going into next year's draft, you might. I mean, it's going to be a lot harder to move up. They could be top 5 guys moving up. You know what I mean? You're going to have to move up next year.
And I didn't mean for you to read the super chat. I was going to read the super chat. I meant to tell the easy money story. Easy money story.
I think we read the super chat.
No, I said do the easy money story, then I'll read the super chat.
Oh, my bad.
Tell them where easy money where he's at mentally right now.
He's apparently. I don't know. I saw a comment. I think it was when I thanked everybody for joining the streams, and he commented and said something about Carson Strong. He said, I actually sent you the picture. I have it right here. It said, hold on. I'm going through it right now.
He's all on Carson Strong.
He said, Joey, Carson Cannon, Carson Strong. The rocket emoji.
So he's off of Corral and he's on this Carson Strong. You got to love that guy. I love him. Dario Gomez, thank you for the super chat. He says, we need Howie Ski Mask t-shirts. I like that. That's a pretty good one. Yeah, let's do it. Thank you for the super chat. Randy, thank you for the super chat, my man. Appreciate it. We got enough ammo to trade up for Bryce or Stroud. I don't know. You probably have to give at least 3 first-round picks.
Depends where the Saints pick is, too. We
Eagles,
don't even know where that's
going to be. I think the Eagles are winning the division. I think you're looking at a team that's going to be drafted in the 20s because I think they're winning the division. D. Hart Williams, man, thank you for super chat. He says, somehow I think we still end up signing a halfback. Interesting.
Honey Badger.
Yeah.
Does he say halfback? I don't know. When people play HB,
Honey Badger. Yeah, Honey Badger.
I don't know.
I always think halfback because I still think they may need another running back. You know what I mean? Is Justin Rawls a free agent? I don't know.
I heard. I think he is. I don't think anyone picked him up.
D Hart says we have a better team than the Saints. Honey Badger should choose the Eagles. I agree. Yeah, we definitely need Howie Vision shirts. I totally agree with you there. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, Justin is still a free agent. Interesting. Yeah, Ryan says Honey Badger could sign tomorrow 4 p.m. somewhere. Yeah, because I think after 4 p.m. there's something where they don't have to give up compensatory picks or something, or they're not something to do with compensatory picks.
Yeah. A lot of guys are probably gonna get released tomorrow.
Yeah. Super Philly 31, man. Thank you so much for super chat. He says, let's trade for Saquon. I mean, I don't think the Giants are going to move him at this point now. Do you think so?
No, not anymore. Probably like a while ago they were looking for it early before free agency, but I don't think so now.
Yeah. Shane says he signed today to the Saints. I've got no notifications about that at all. I haven't heard that unless it just happened before we came on. No, the only thing I saw was an article saying that the Saints were going to revisit the Honey Badger and try to make a push for him. I didn't hear anything about him signing, So we'll see. Let's see here. I think Honey Badger grew up in New Orleans. Didn't he? That's a big advantage. Yeah, that's a huge advantage for them. Absolutely. No question about it. Yep. Carson says he has not signed. No, he hasn't signed. But I mean, it's going to happen. If the Eagles could land him, man. Because I still think they got to do something at that safety position. Although they, maybe they like what they have, but they got to try. And I think you got to upgrade that corner spot. You still need somebody to come in and start,
Agreed.
Philly Eagles 559. He says we have players who are thirsty and have a chip on their shoulder. That's a key to Super Bowl. I love that I mean, I feel bad for Nakobe Dean. Like I don't wish he had to go through that. But I love the fact that he's on the team and that it's going to bring motivation for him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's what you get for getting younger too. Guys are wanting to step up too. So good thing.
Yeah. House Nelson says, "Is it true you drafted Jordan Davis because you're scared of Zeke's elite speed?" Never mind. That's pretty good. Mathieu is gonna want a winning situation. I think that's going to give Philly a nod over the Saints. Yeah, I'm hoping that what happened this weekend, acquiring AJ Brown, having some players like Jordan Davis and like, I hope that makes him want to come to Philly. Like, I hope that makes it more attractive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I definitely do. We got over 900 people in the chat. Thank you guys so much for being here. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, click the link in the description, go sub up the better half of the Philly Shakedown podcast. We appreciate you guys being here. M. Cheetah says, this is Hurts' do or die season. He has all the weapons needed for a successful season. If he does well, I think we keep him. If he struggles, then I think we should be looking to draft a quarterback. Agreed. And what's so nice about it is that you're barring injury, right? By a bunch of people, but he's got weapons. I don't think there's any excuse. Nobody's going to say the dude had no weapons. He has the best offensive line. He has a great pair of receivers. Got a good tight end. He's got a running back. If he can stay healthy, is really good. He's got the top
offensive line. He's got protection. He's got everything.
Yeah, exactly. Born Against says Devontae Brown, Goddard, Quez, and Miles. Name a team with more explosive weaponry than that. It's hard to say. I can't think of it off the top of my head, especially in the NFC. The whole question about the Eagles is going to be about the quarterback play. If Hurts is better and improves, and listen, I'm expecting him to. I think he would. I'm happy for Jalen Hurts. I'm happy that they got him weapons and they didn't do him dirty, man, and didn't put players around him or didn't not believe him. Like, they legitimately are giving this man a chance. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what we've been complaining about since 2017 when they put weapons around Carson, and we were kind of waiting for that throughout free agency. They didn't do it, but now on top of having these, it's a win-win situation for the Eagles because if Hurts doesn't work out, you have draft compensation for next year, and if he does work out, then great. Right. You could do whatever you want with those 2 first-round picks.
Right. Philly 502.5 says packed today, Philly. Yeah, man. Post-draft, everybody's pumped up. Let me see. RX says, I'm happy I found you guys' channel. Thank you, man. We're happy you did too, man.
Thank you so much.
We appreciate that, man. Joshua says, how do I find out, check, see if I'm still a member? You got to probably go to the join thing, next to the subscribe button. Check that or follow the link in the description. Join. See what it says. It should let you know if you're still a member or not. Usually it doesn't. I don't know if it auto pays or not. I'm not sure how that works. But that's the only way. I forgot to put the link in the chat, but it is in the description. So check it out. G.I. Zoe Sports Races. I don't understand why you guys think we had a great draft. We gave up a farm to trade up, drafted a guy in the second round we don't need this year. Where's the secondary help? Because I don't look at the draft. Here's my thing. I look at the draft as not just about next year. It's about 3, 4, 5 years from now. So when I look at the draft, I'm thinking, all right, in 2 years, Fletcher Cox is gone. What are you going to do? In 2 years, Jason Kelsey is gone. What are you going to do? In 2 years, who are your receivers going to be? So I look at it from that perspective. I'm not looking at it like you're going to win a Super Bowl by draft the next year with your draft. I don't look at it that way. I think the Eagles are building for a few years. So I'm not looking at it from terms of just 2022. I'm looking at it in terms of 2023 and beyond. So to me, like AJ Brown, he's not only good for next year, which they needed, but he's also good for the next 3-4 years because he's 24 years old. So exactly. I think it's more about the future than just next year. Although I agree with you, they still have things that they need. They still have issues, and I'm not saying that they're going to go win a Super Bowl. I think they can win the division and take a step. But I think when we go into the next season, I think they can be contenders. That's how I look at it. And maybe I'm looking at it wrong, but that's
True.
just my opinion, you know?
Yeah.
Super Flick 31, thank you for Super Chat. He says, did you hear about Brady's retirement was faked? What do you mean? The original one?
That was a while
Yeah,
ago.
the original one?
Where you been?
Damon Randy says, it will say see perks if you're a member. Yeah, it will.
I forgot about that.
AJ Brown is going to be bullying posing court. I can't wait to see AJ
Who
Brown.
are you going to cover? Who are you going to cover? That's my question.
I know. The question is, do you think they're going to how much less do you think they'll run? Like, how much more will they start throwing the ball? I mean, I got to expect that you know, they're going to start. I'd still run the ball a lot.
Oh, yeah.
But, man, can you imagine play action with this team? Man, they're scary. All of a sudden, the Eagles are often scary. Randy says, okay, this question is for you and Joey. Ravens drafting Hamilton, signing Marcus Williams from the Saints in free agency. Go get Chuck Clark. He's from Philly. I'm not opposed.
No, bring in another body if they have to. I would do it. I mean, anything at this point. I just want to know how close are we or how persistent this Honey Badger news is. That's all.
500. Why did we draft a tight end? I think the Eagles look at it like this. It's a 7th round pick, and the guy has tremendous upside, and let's bring him in and develop it. I don't, you know, when you get to like the 7th round, I mean, I take the best player that you know may have the best chance to make the team or can develop in something. This kid definitely has a skill set, man. You know, he definitely does.
Mm-hmm.
I Shine 101. Dave for Super Chat. He says Davis and Dean's jersey gonna sell like boats. Yeah, I'm telling you, if I'm the Eagles, this is just my opinion. You've announced 2023 Kelly Green comes back, right? Mm-hmm. I wouldn't wait. I would when I introduce the black helmets for next year, I'm introducing the Kelly Green also, and I'm starting to sell Kelly Green merchandise now. Because I would buy tomorrow, right now, I'll buy a Dean, a Devontae Smith, and an AJ Brown jersey.
Oh, well, you know they're going to put that stuff out early. There's no other waiting until the season to have those Kelly Greens available. They'll have them available probably in the off season next year. Who knows? I mean, they're going to be sell out like crazy. Not going to be able to get one.
Yeah, exactly. Rose says, Honey Badger's going to be 30. Maybe they, yeah, I mean, it could. And look, maybe they like the guys that they got. That may be the case. We're going to find out. But I mean, if I could get him for just 1 year, I think you could play for just 1 year. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Bird's Eye View says Philly AJ Brown's clearly the best wide receiver in its division. Where does he rank in the conference? In the conference, well, you lost Adams, right? He's definitely the best in the division. I'm trying to go through all these teams at the top of my head. Chicago, Green Bay, NFC North. He's better than NFC North, right? He may be the best. Siri.
Pretty close.
Close, right? I'd have to think about it and just go through every role. Cooper Kupp is the best in the conference. He's the Rams, right? So Cooper Kupp has to be the best. So, but he's up there. And then you got Deebo Samuel still with the Niners. You can make an argument Deebo is more of an explosive player, but I mean, I kind of think that AJ Brown's more of a wide receiver. You have to use Deebo Samuel everywhere. I mean, I like them both. I like DK Metcalf too. So I would say he's at least top 3 to 5. But I have to say Cooper Kupp is the best. You know, and then if you know you have DeAndre Hopkins is also in there, I'll say top 5. I think top 5. I think top 5 is fair. Dean will wear number 17. Is he going to wear 17? Huh. I was wondering if he was going to wear it. I know Jordan Davis can't wear 99, so he's going to wear 9. Yeah, you got Justin Jefferson. You got some good receivers, but I can say that he's definitely the best in the conference. But I would say Cooper Kupp's the best in the league. You know, AJ Brown is a better version of Metcalf. Hey, I'll take it.
That's better.
I didn't care. I said, just get one of those 3 guys. Whichever one will take the deal. You know what I mean? Problem with Michael Thomas is he doesn't stay healthy, though.
No.
He's been banged up.
He didn't play for a year and a half?
Yeah.
2, yeah.
Yeah, a year and a half at least. D. Hart Williams said A.J. Brown top 5 receiver. Jefferson is the best wide receiver in the conference. I think Cooper Kupp is the best receiver.
How the hell did he make this trade for AJ Brown? Like, how the hell did they for a third?
I don't know.
I don't get it, dude. I really don't get how they got that trade done.
The reports are that they called the 49ers first and offered a first round and a third for Debo, and the 49ers said no. So then they called the Titans, and they took it. And I did it. That's what I said in my video. Call all 3 teams, and whichever one will take the deal, take the deal. And that's what they did, you know.
The deal.
Now, here's the thing, and System of Not brings this up. This is interesting. A.J. Brown went for first and third. That's essentially what Hollywood Brown went for.
Yeah.
I mean, why would you give a first-round pick for Hollywood Brown?
And he's injured.
I don't think
with injuries.
Always. Yeah. You know, I think A.J. Brown's better than CeeDee Lamb.
I can agree with that.
I do. You know, I think the Eagles have the best receiving core in the division, easy. Because you got Dallas has CeeDee Lamb. They have Gallup coming back from injury, right? They signed a kid, I forget his name.
Talbert.
And they signed a kid from Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
But the Eagles, I mean, they got Devontae, they got A.J. Brown, they got Quez who can play. And then if you want to throw up the receiving core and you want to throw tight ends in there,
Greg Ward. There's depth. There's depth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A.J. Brown didn't want 17 million, he wanted 23 plus. No bug bug sticks. Howie pulled it. Howie did the right thing. I mean, I think he did the right thing. I really do. You know, if A.J. Brown was 29 years old, I could see people's point, you know, why do it? But 24, you want to build around him. You want him here long term. So I'm all for it. I don't know if A.J. Brown, who's 24 years old, is in this draft, where does he go? Top of the draft, number one.
He's a top 10 pick. Definitely,
he's the best player in the draft. So that's how I look at it. Skid Mark staying for Super Chat. He says, "Can't wait to see AJ Brown take Diggs to school." I can too, man. LT, thank you for Super Chat. He says, "You both have grades on the other NFC East drafts." I haven't done it yet. I have to go back and really look at what Washington did.
Right.
Because everything was just coming so fast and furious. I think the Giants had a really good draft. I hate to admit it, but I think they did. And then Dallas, I'll need to look at their late picks. But I wasn't impressed with what they did early, you know?
Yeah.
Pump the brakes. Smitty has broke. No, he hasn't broke it yet. No, but he will. It's just a matter of time. He is. You can tell. You can tell by watching. You know, it's like when Eric Allen was a rookie, I knew he was going to be a stud. When Brian Dawkins was a rookie, you could tell he was going to be a stud. You can tell certain players really early on. They pass the eye test. Devontae Smith passed the eye test, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He just does. Guys, what's going through all your heads when we trade AJ Brown? I mean, dude, you should just.
I wasn't there at first.
He wasn't there first, and everybody was saying AJ Brown. And I'm thinking, you know, a lot of times you get people post stuff in here, and it's just bullcrap. But you know, everybody starts saying it. And then I saw people that I'm like, wait a second. Why he wouldn't say that? He wouldn't say that. You guys are. What's going on here? Is this like a troll job? Is this like when people I used to have all these people, they would also say, just type send toes. I'd have thousands of people. Right? So I thought they were all just lying, and it turned out to be real. And it made the whole draft. Dashboard says, Brown better than CeeDee Lamb? Yes. You are nuttier than Michael Anthony. Where's the fitness? I think Brown's better than CeeDee Lamb. But we'll find out this year, right? Dab says, thank you for Super Chat. He says, can you rank our division best to worst? I'll say I think, my projection-wise, I think the Eagles are the best team in the division. I think Washington second, Dallas third, Giants fourth. But it's early; things can change. Before the draft, I would have said Washington, Dallas, Philly. But I think the Eagles jumped them.
Yeah,
because but the Eagles still got big holes. They still got to fix that secondary. They got to fix the secondary. with the corner and a safety. Otherwise, they're going to have problems.
Right.
Teams will be able to score on them, you know? You guys, do you think Howie spreads the fake news that Dean's injured? No, I don't think Howie. I joked around about that. I don't think that. But, I mean, you never know. We got over 1,000 people in the chat. Thank you guys so much for being here. Make sure if you haven't, like, subscribe, click the link in the description, and sub up the better half of the Philly Shakedown podcast, One Joey Shakes. It's going to be interesting. Draft Will Anderson. You're gonna have to get up, dude. He's a stud, dude. He's gonna be a stud. But I don't know how you're gonna get up to get him. I see him going top 3.
Wasn't that the guy with the allegations? Who's the guy with the?
I don't know if he has the allegations. That's the kid from Alabama, I believe.
Oh, okay.
He's gonna be awesome, dude.
Damn,
he's a stud. Our secondary won't be that bad with how good our D-line is. Well, I mean, I have questions about the pass rush. I think they'll use Reddick right. Brandon Graham, I want to see him come back. Hopefully, he's good to go. And then I'd like to see Josh Sweat have a better year. You know, I want to see him have a better start.
True.
I thought he started slow, finished up strong.
Yep.
You know, but he didn't play in the playoff game either, did he? Wasn't he sick or something?
I think so. I think he was out, yeah.
Yeah. Trey, I still don't think they used Goddard the right way. He should have Ertz in his prime type of stats. I think that's coming now. I mean, I think with the addition of A.J. Brown, you're going to have a lot more space for Goddard to work. You know?
I thought they threw to him too much last year. That's what I thought. I mean, I don't know what the statistics were, but I thought they threw to him a lot last year.
Yeah, major linebacker upgrade.
Oh, by a mile.
Major with White, Reddick, and then Nakobe. I just still can't believe they got Nakobe. I just can't believe he fell. This is the craziest thing. I thought when we didn't take him in a second, he was going to be gone. Like, and then to hear him be like, no, I'm not injured. I'll be ready for rookie camp. And you're like, what? What is going on with this whole thing? It's crazy. And the only thing is, I think somebody had to be doing something. You know what I mean?
Oh, true. I agree.
Clark says, I agree with Joey. They threw too much to the tight end last year.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Well, they didn't really have anybody else. Devontae Smith and then Rager walking around not knowing where he's at. Yeah, that was crazy.
Shane Steichen on the hot seat, though, because, I mean, you don't throw to Devontae Smith in a playoff game until the third quarter. It's ridiculous. I mean, I don't know who mastered that plan up.
Right. Yang Gang says, do you see more 3-4 looks this year? Yeah, I think you're going to see them switch it in and out. I think, like, specifically on passing downs, I think they go more a 3-4 front, and then they bring up Reddick as an edge rusher to rush the quarter. You know, I think passing downs you're going to see it. You know, because that's how you got to use Reddick. You know, Born Again says Sweat will benefit from Reddick. He's a number 2, not a number 1 like they wanted him to be last year. Oh, I agree. But remember, after the season, the other thing is you still need another pass rusher for down the road. You still need one because Brandon Graham's probably going to play last year, right? And then I would hope that Derek Barnett's in his last year. Unless Derek Barnett somehow figures it out. You know, watch Derek Barnett have like 12 sacks this year. That'd be crazy, right? Mr. Terry says, how do you feel about us signing Justin Ross? I would have no problem with it.
Add as many bodies as possible. I mean,
yeah,
more competition.
I'm okay with it. Immortal says, give us Philly week 1. I want Washington week 1.
Yes.
Last year I wanted Giants. This year I want week 1, Washington in Philly, Monday Night Football. That's what I would love to see. I want to see Carson come. Oh, here we go. Barnett is good. Stop.
Don't do it. You're gonna start something really bad right now. Don't do it.
I feel like the Hulk inside is starting to rev up. Hey, if you like him, that's great, man. I'm just so underwhelmed by him, but you know, I'm sure he's a great guy. They giving Hurts everything to succeed. They believe in him, says Dirty. Brought in the wide receiver. He handpicked A.J. Brown. That's true, which is homeboy. Brought in an old tight end, Calcaterra, his old running back, Brooks, and his old defensive. Man, they really did bring a lot of his guys. Man, I didn't even think about that. You're right. You're right. Yes, good point. Good point.
Look at the defensive line coach, Tracy Walker. He was the Georgia defensive line coach. He knows the Kobe Dean and Davis really well. Crazy.
Yeah. Kev, thank you for super chat, my man. He says, large catch radius with a tight end, easier target for a young quarterback. That's another reason why A.J. Brown is a great addition. Good point. Good point.
Yeah.
James Wolf says, Philly 500 for defensive tackle. I think Jordan Davis got that set, but I'm willing to play right guard. Kevin Bacon, thank you for the super chat. Says, is Reddick going to rush the quarterback or play linebacker? I think they're going to use him interchangeably. Like, I think on rundowns and stuff like that, you'll see him drop back or play against the run, like maybe first, second. But I think in passing situations, he comes at it. I also expect the Eagles to blitz a lot more this year. I think with guys like him, Nakobe Dean, who's very good at blitzing, I think they're going to blitz a lot more. One of Jonathan Gannon's things that he said was, like, basically they didn't have the personnel to do it. So I think you see more of that. I think they use them all around. You know, in some ways you can use them like Parsons, I think, you know?
Yeah.
Let's see. My man RPF, he says, getting A.J. Brown is obviously a great move, but in my opinion, getting Brown now puts less pressure on Watkins as the third receiver and Pascal as the fourth receiver. For once, the Eagles' receiving core is good. What do they do with Reagor? You know,
he's gonna sit. I don't know.
Yep. Ryan says Barnett is terrible. I didn't want him back. Agreed. Johnny says comp picks formula ends tomorrow. Signings. Yeah, good point. Reddick will be mainly our edge rusher. He excels from that spot. Yeah, they're gonna use. They basically said they're gonna use them all around. You know, so it'll be interesting. Immortal says Barnett will lead the league with penalties. I mean, I agree. That I totally agree. Let's see here. Bird Gang Sports, man. Where you been, man?
Where you been?
It's good to see you, brother. How you been? He says, and thank you for super Fletcher Cox, Landon Dickerson. Yes. Yes, we're a walking porno.
Yeah, pretty much.
Giant fans worried. I don't think the Giant fans were. I think the Giants. I think the Giants did pretty good. I hate saying it, but I think they had a good draft. I'm gonna have to look at their later picks because it was, when you're streaming and there's so many people in the chat, you can't. It's just so hard to keep up.
So they don't pick up Daniel Jones' fifth-year option, so they didn't trade back a pick. They don't have 2 first-round picks for next year, I don't think. I mean, if Daniel Jones isn't the future, maybe
they don't have any first-round picks next year.
No?
I don't think the Giants have a first-round pick at all next year. I could be wrong, but I'm almost positive that they don't have a first-round pick next year. I think I don't think they have one. But somebody tell me if I'm wrong. Immortal, if I'm wrong, let me know. Jeremiah Butler says, it's hard for me to believe that they will just sit Reagor with all that money. That is what I keep coming to about him, too. Are they really going to sit this guy as the 5th wide receiver to do nothing? I believe that here's what I believe. This is my opinion. Okay, I think Rager's gone. I think the Eagles are going to trade him if they can. If they can't, they're going to cut him. Rager knows it. He took all his media stuff out. But Howie can't play it like that. He has to play it like, no, we want him. Because otherwise, teams just wait for you to cut him. So I think Rager jumped the gun and took all that stuff down, and he shouldn't have. That's what I think.
Yeah.
Remember when I was saying people were saying I was crazy, this won't happen. But I said they're going to trade Ertz. I said they're going to trade Ertz last year. People say they're not trading Ertz. They're going to trade him. They're going to bring him in. He's going to work. He's going to do everything they want, and he's going to build his value up, and they're going to move him quietly because Zach Ertz has got class, and that's how he's going to play it. And that's exactly what they did. Exactly.
You were right.
Oh, God. Would you prefer Cox or a super tight end? You guys always get me. Andrew says, with Davis and Dean playing on defense, I think the Eagles have finally got some players that opposing teams are now going to fear. I agree. I mean, they got real, like I know a lot of people feel like, hey, what about next year? We didn't get guys that could be immediate impacts. But I think we can. I mean, Jordan Davis may not start, but he's going to rotate in. Juergens, he may not start. He may learn. And I saw how he say he's just a center. So he'll be a backup. Nakobe Dean, I expect him to win a starting job.
True.
And then AJ consider a pick. So I think these guys are going to see the field plenty. You know what I'm saying?
I believe it.
Giants have better linebacker, safeties, and corners than Philly, and our edge rushers have more potential. You guys have edge for now on offense, but it will change. Who I have to think about the Giants linebackers. Bradbury's gone, right? Are they keeping Bradbury?
I don't know. Who's the guy they signed linebacker, the free agent that from the Packers? I forgot his name.
Yeah, I think the linebackers may be a little closer than you think. Safeties, you probably have us. Corners, if Bradbury goes, I put Slay up with your best corner.
Dory Jackson.
Slay's better.
Yeah.
I think Adory's a free agent. What isn't he? Isn't he a free agent?
I don't know if he's still there. No, he signed a big deal though. How long was that deal from last year? He signed a big deal last year. I thought it was
a 1-year deal. I don't remember. Andrew, he says, I just hope that Dean does not turn out to be another Broderick Bunkley. Yeah, me too. I hope he turns out to be a Fletcher Cox. Pause. Cowboy fans really think they had a great draft and got better. Yeah, they're delusional.
I see the excuses that they're saying, oh, they're not as polished, but they're getting there.
Mark Holmes says, hey, Dingbat, stop sending me Jordan Davis pictures. All day long, for the last few days, I've been sending Mark Holmes randomly Jordan Davis pictures. Now, Mark, what you don't know is I have people on Twitter sending me pictures of Jordan Davis to send to you. So I just get their pictures and send it off. Jordan Davis coming for the meets, Mark. It's happening. Prime time. Thank you for super chat. He says, after 4 tomorrow, you can sign free agents without losing comp picks for next year. Yeah, that's probably what they're all waiting for.
Yeah, buddy.
Dude, I hope the Eagles can get the honey. If they get the honey badger, this is going to be this whole season. There's easy money. I just saw easy money somewhere.
What?
There's easy money. Look. Oh no, it's Young Money. I thought that was easy money. I thought I saw easy money for a second. Shit, I'm sorry, but I love you, Young Money. I just want to know what happened to easy money. He says, Philly, call Mark and say we got Jordan Davis and hang up. Okay. I just got to make sure I don't dox him.
Yes.
Mark, the chat wants me to call and tell you that we got Jordan Davis. Now I have to hang up.
Yeah.
Okay, goodbye. There you go, Young Money. Yeah, dude is here every day. I don't know where Easy Money is. Let's see. And it says Rager should be the water Gatorade boy. He would be an upgrade at that position. The guy will never be thirsty with his electric speed. I don't know what they're going to do at Rager, man. I don't know.
What speed?
I mean, I think he has speed. I just think he thinks too much, you know? I think he's always thinking about it too much instead of just reacting. Young Mike says, I love it. That's for you, man. I love you. I think Mark knew I was going to call. He must be listening. The Badger of Honey shall be ours tomorrow. Oh, man, that would be great. That will be great.
I hope so.
Yeah, me too. John Jones says, great job, guys. Thank you, man. Appreciate you.
Okay, bro.
Easy Money's probably out buying a whole new Carolina Panthers. No, I think he's on the Carson Strong train now, right?
Oh, now he is.
I love you, Mark. I love you, Mark. You know I love you. If I have to torture you, I have to. It's my job. Kevin Bacon, thank you for super chat. He says, "Will Hurts be the guy we need him or not?" If I have to guess, I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes because they've got players around him, and I think it's going to make it easier for him to develop. But I can't say for sure. I don't know. I'm in wait and see mode, But
Same thing.
I think the kid's got all the intangibles. I just wanted the Eagles to put players around him to give him the best opportunity, and they did that, Skidmark, thank you for super chat, man. Love the thumbnail. He says, Rager passed the eye test too. The stink eye. It's true. Bloody Reckles, thank you for super chat. He says, the two best guys in the business. Keep it up, guys. Thank you, my friend, man. Shout out to you. Thank you so much. Case Honda, thank you for super chat. Tyler Smith's greatest accomplishment, he led the NCAA in penalties. Wait, he will fit right in at Dallas. Yes. I'm waiting for the warrant for his arrest with the rest of the Cowboys players. Clark Roberts, thank you for super chat. He says 500 is Mark Holmes' daddy. Woo! You hear that, Mark? Stop avoiding my comment. Man, I didn't even see your comment. Where is it? Is this it here? Dara Barnett is then Reggie White's future Eagles Hall of Fame. Yeah. Remember that? Everybody said Barnett was going to be like Reggie because he broke his sack record. I remember that. Yeah, That's true. Where's Easy Money? The search for Easy Money continues. Joey and Philly 500. Have you heard the Cowboys are in the Tyrann Mathieu sweepstakes? I did not.
They've lost down every single person they've wanted this offseason.
Dang, Easy Money bandwagon the Panthers and is no longer an Eagles fan. I want to see. I'm gonna go search for him in Carolina Panthers streams. Just Trash TV. Thank you for the super chat. Hype for next year as an Eagles fan should. Every year is an opportunity. How many people had us winning in 2017? Let's go to work, baby. Let's do it up. Let's do it, my man. Appreciate you. So yeah, man. So the big thing now, I think, going forward, is the safety position in the corner. I think those have to be addressed on some level, Joey. What do you think?
No, I agree. I mean, like you didn't draft those positions, and we figured maybe Honey Badger's coming here. We're going to see by tomorrow. Maybe they're waiting after the 4:00 deadline, and if not, then I don't know what they're going to do. I think they're going to wait, see some guys get released from free agent. Oh, some of these guys are going to get released, and see what happens.
Yeah, exactly. JB, thank you for the super chat. Rager has crapped the bed like Amber. But if he stays with his role of special teams, punts, yeah, I guess he could stay in his role of special teams and fumble punts like in the Tampa Bay game, that playoff game. I don't know. I really think that I just don't. I'd be shocked if he comes back. I really would, Andrew, thank you for the super chat. He says, thank you guys for streaming the draft. Really appreciate it, guys. Eagles going 12-5. Let's go, Birds, man. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Easy Money was hating on Philly. Oh, God. Is he hating now on us? Easy Money disappeared, man. It's crazy. Hey, Philly, whatever happened to Mark Holmes' mullet?
Yeah.
Sorry, Siri keeps going off. Hey, Philly, what happened to Mark Holmes' mullet? I don't know what happened to Mark Holmes' mullet. I guess he cut it. Clark, bro, I want to see 500 to see. I Nate Gary. No, I don't want anything to do with Nate Gary. Let's give our young guys a shot instead of signing a vet to be Band-Aid. We might have some hidden gems. They could do that. I mean, they could do that. Howie's alluded that they're higher on their safeties than people, outside of the NovaCare. So it's possible, but I do worry about that corner spot. I can't feel comfortable with it because you just don't know what your young guys are going to do. Maybe they come out and they impress us, but I don't know. I would like to have something there. You know what I mean?
True.
The Eagles signed Nate Gary to a 50. Come on now. If you bought players around Hurts, what sense does it make to draft a center in the second round when we already have a Pro Bowl one? and the 4th or 5th round picks, and so close to season. No, yeah, but you're only looking at it from the vision of next year. Like you're only looking at it from the vision of next year. You got to look at it in terms of 2 years, 3 years, 4 years when you don't have Kelce. That's what the Eagles are thinking about in the draft. They're not their first priority, and most teams are like this. Their first priority is not next year. You may get a team that is, a Super Bowl contender and they maybe need one spot. That may be different, but like these teams are not worrying about next year solely. Like they're focused on a few years. Maybe they look at Cam Jurgens and they say, who's coming out of the draft next year when Kelce retires? Remember, they had to basically talk Kelce coming back 2 years in a row, and then they had to pay him money, like more money to do it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I think when you look at I agree with you. If you're looking at it like, next year, yeah, I see your point, but I don't think that's how they look at it.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna bring Cam Jurgens under Jason Kelce's, under his speed of what he's gonna do with, Jeff Stoutland. You're gonna teach the guy, and this is a long-term pick. This is a long-term pick. So it's a good pick.
Yeah, exactly. Marcus says, breaking news: Jalen Reagor got traded for Juju Beans and double cheeseburger. Love it. I'll take it. Jason Kelce just signed a contract. He signed a 1-year deal. It's a 1-year deal. And he's this all season he signed a 1-year deal.
He was earlier. I thought he meant another. I thought he meant another deal.
No, he signed a 1-year deal.
Right,
to play this year, and last year they had to do the same thing. Kelce's year to year, and remember Kelce's handpicking this kid. So the writing on the wall is Kelce's going probably after this year.
Yeah, most likely.
That's the way it is. I mean, I get the feeling like, hey, what about next year? But you can't look at the draft as just for next year, Joey, what deadline is tomorrow at 4?
The comp picks, so you can actually go after free agents without giving up comp picks or something like that after 4 o'clock.
You won't lose any potential comp picks that you could get because you signed somebody. AJ, thank you for super chat. Reagor started the Nakobe Dean injury rumors. That would be an interesting conspiracy. You know what I mean? Saints are trying to sign Badger. The Eagles better get him. I hope that they do, man. I hope that they do. GISO Sports Radio says, bro, my point is we can still draft a center next year since we don't need one this year when we have no one in the secondary. No, I get what you're saying, but what I'm saying is who's coming out? Like, what if, and I'm saying I don't know for certain, but what if there's no center coming out that is as graded as high as Cam Jurgens right now? So they have the guy that they potentially think is the right guy to get. And if they don't get him, there's not going to be somebody that they like as much. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, because like I said, they're not thinking in terms of next year. They're thinking in terms of 3-4 years down the road. And Kelce had a lot to do with that pick as well. Like that was the guy he thought was the best center and that he would mentor. So I think all those are part why, What are you going to do? You're going to lose Kelce and then draft a second round center and he has to come in and start right away, where you get a guy who actually gets to learn behind him.
Exactly.
So I think that's how they're thinking. I totally get what you're saying. And I don't 100% disagree, but I think that's what they're doing. You know what I mean?
Right.
VJ says, we have options, Hayden, Bouye, and Rhodes. Yeah, we do, man. Thank you for super chat. Cam Jurgens is a future stud. Definitely. Yeah. If Hurts does not evolve into a good passer, we have 2 first round next year, one which could be a top 5 pick. How would you feel and who would you draft? I don't know who I would draft next year. It's too early for me to say that. I can only tell you by positions. You know what I mean?
Right.
And to me, I think you still need a corner, you need a safety, and you need a defensive end. So it would be those 3 picks. We can put Seumalo. I don't like Seumalo at center. He scares me at center.
You put a big guy on him on a 3-4. You put a nose tackle on him. I don't think he'll be able to even. I don't think he'll last.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong in what you're saying. It's just that I just think I think I'm just saying that the Eagles. I'm trying to say how I think the Eagles are thinking about it. Howie said he's drafting for the future. There was definitely going to be people who disliked Howie's draft. I'm okay with it. We would have done a few things differently, but yeah. I mean, I'd have to be sitting in that room looking at their draft board, and you know what I'm saying. And if there's a corner or defense back that they have way higher than Jurgens, I would have a problem with it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Jake says, if you want Philly 500 to have a real bad meltdown, all we have to do is sign Nate Gary, and him and Derek Burnett will do it. That's very true. Yeah, you're not wrong. Just Trash TV, thank you for Super Chat. If Cam is the next Kelsey, then we are set.
That's it.
Agreed. A lot of people, like I've heard people say that Cam Jurgens is the third best center. I've seen people say he's the best offensive lineman. You know,
Then Linderbaum. I saw articles that he was higher than Linderbaum too.
Yeah. Paul Mancini says, do fans realize how few rookies actually start and play significant snaps their rookie seasons? Maybe 20, 25 players out of 200. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Well, my hope is that being able to be mentored by Kelsey, who's embracing the role, by the way, will help that kid, you know? Kays and Hannah, thank you for Super Chat. You always choose front seven over secondary. Good front seven covers up a bad secondary. A bad secondary doesn't make up a bad front. Yeah, that's the Eagles' philosophy. You know, their whole defense, both everything's predicated on their lines. You build inside out. That's how you build. That's how they believe you build a roster. I actually agree with them. You know what I mean? $500. I hate to be mean. Don't be mean. I have to say long comments for you to see my. You never see my. I am not missing your comments on purpose. It's just there's a lot of people in here. There's over 900 people in this chat, and I can't keep. I apologize. I really do. It's not on purpose, you know. Nick Yak, I even. Nick Yak, you crazy. Robert Davis Super Chat. He says, "Love you guys. Keep grinding. Go Birds." Thank you, man. We love you too,
Rob.
Thank you so much. So we're going over an hour. And I don't know. Any closing thoughts, Joey, before we go?
I don't know, man. I'm going to wait till tomorrow and see what they do and who they pick up. See if anybody, they bring anybody in. I think that's just an eye opener after 4:00 in the afternoon tomorrow. So we'll check that out. Obviously, I need to go over more of these undrafted free agents. Some of these other guys that they brought in. I'm going to do a little bit more detail into them. And we got rookie minicamp. We have rookie minicamp.
Yeah. What's that?
When do we have rookie minicamp?
I want to say I think it's in a week.
Yeah.
But I know that the first OTA is like May 30th. So it's got to be before that. Yeah,
probably.
I have to check and see the exact day though. Venom King, thank you for Super Chat. Says Goodrich could be the next Jalen Mills for us. I'm very excited about him because they wouldn't have paid him that kind of money if they didn't think he had some value,
Definitely.
Mo, thank you for Super Chat. Great weekend. Awesome job. Love you. Love both channels. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. Thank you.
Appreciate it, man.
Green Blaze Fly Eagle, thank you for Super Chat. Says, what free agent corners are available, Joey?
We got Joe Hayden, who the ex-Bears cornerback. What's his name?
Yeah, I know. Kyle
Fuller. Xavier Rhodes is available. He worked with Gannon in Indianapolis. So there's some options. If they had to bring in a veteran corner, they could do it. I want to see what these other guys could do, though. I kind of want to see.
Also, they got Xavier Rhodes, right? Xavier Rhodes is one. Yep, exactly. I agree. All right, guys. Well, we are going to let you guys go. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all the Super Chats, new subscribers, the viewers. We thank you for the whole weekend. You guys made this thing awesome. We appreciate you. And, we'll be back next week on Joey's channel. Make sure you click the link in the description, sub them up, and it should be pretty fun. With that said, we got another Super Chat coming in. Let me get to this real quick. VJ Thank you for super chat, my man. He says, thanks again, guys, for an awesome job draft weekend. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. But you guys all take care. Yeah, you guys all take care. We will talk to you later, and we'll let Mark Holmes let them take us out. Peace.
Peace.
The officials are bad.
We had one.
Yo, you gotta be motherfucking kidding me.
You gotta be kidding me. We have no time for one more play.
Look at this motherfucker
What are you doing?
running from
What are you doing?
To get off the field on third down.
What was that bullshit?
That is not right. Tell him more. He's gotta be better, man. He wasn't.
Oh, that's some bullshit. What was that? We had no time for one more
We
play.
had an opportunity to win that game at the end.
But the referee screwed us. The brother screwed us.
I'm upset, but
The brother screwed us.
At least they fought back and tried.
Only Cowboys games.
Yeah, you
The brother
literally.
screwed us. The brother screwed us.
It's going to end the way.
We had an opportunity for one more play.
All right, before we go, we got another super chat coming, so I want to make sure I thank Mike. Mike, thank you for the super chat, man. So I appreciate all the whole work, guys. You put in. God bless, man. God bless you, man. Thank you so much,
man.
And
Thank
God
you.
bless to everybody out there, man. You all take care, and we will talk to you later. Don't be a dingbat. Of course, remember, it's Howie Vision. We're all just living in it. There's a watch.